when I think of a man that has money, I think of a man who is not resistant to success.
You hire me. I made the dress for you. You paid me. Then when you were posting a picture, you're tagging someone else.
The fact that a person has or doesn't have money does not determine who they are. And making a blanket statement like, when you struggle with somebody and you grow with the person, you get to know them, it's not true.
In real life, people that actually want a relationship will do anything to make it work.
Oh, word.
Oh.
Whatever you think you deserve is what you will get. Okay, now some people will obviously marry money and not really consider all the other things that are important in relationships. That's where you start to see problems. But it's not because the person has money. You just married a shitty man. Period. Yeah.
So if you really want to make something work, you will always find a way.
Word.
If you don't want it to work, you find excuse.
When I think of marriage, I think about it in terms of what kind of life am I trying to create for myself? What kind of life am I trying to bring my children into? And when I think about that, I am not about to bring my children here to be struggling.
Do you feel like the person that made your dress, after you pay them, you hold them tagging? Like tag, oh, this person made my dress.
Oh no, I don't owe you anything.
Happy podcast day.
Happy podcast day.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How was the drive?
It was cool.
Yes.
I mean, it's a rainy day.
Oh yeah, it's a rainy day. I was like, maybe we should postpone, but
I know, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you're just like, you're committed.
I was like, let me see if she's coming, because but it's fine. No problem.
We're here.
Yeah. So hello everyone. This is Fawaz. I'm your host, and today I have with me
Ezinne. Hi.
Ezinne. What's the meaning?
Good mother.
Good. Yeah, you told me the last time.
Yeah.
So why is your name about mother?
So my mom named me after her best friend in school. In high school, I think her friend passed a little early in life, and she really loved her friend, so she named me after her. That's the real story. But I like to tell people that my parents were praying for me fervently that I will be a good mother. So that's the second story. But yeah.
Yeah, both story makes sense. But it's so sad when I hear about someone passing at a very little age.
Yeah.
It always makes me sad. The first time it happened, there's this guy that I used to sit beside in the class when I was in secondary school back then in Nigeria. Ahmed. It's always like, not even like beside me, but we are three on the seat. So there's someone in the middle, there's somebody else on the other side. Yeah. But just all of a sudden one day they just said he's not going to, he won't be coming to the school anymore. I'm like, what happened? Then somebody said he died. Like one of our close friends, they said he died. I'm like, died? I don't really know what that means. I was in, I think, JSS2 or something. So it's very strange when I heard about it, and it's always, so ever since then, and I hear that, it makes me so sad, and I really, it just makes me sad. I don't like hearing about that, but
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be all right.
Yeah, it will be. So, back to the podcast. Today's episode is going to be way different than the rest I used to do, but because today I'm going to be talking about a topic instead of interviewing you. But we're still going to be interviewing you, but we're going to make it more about that topic.
Yeah.
And the topic today is a color of, what does red stand for?
Red.
Yeah.
What does red stand for?
Yeah.
Danger.
Danger. So today we are going to be talking about red flag.
Red flags. Gotcha.
So the red flags already by the sign of it means danger.
Right.
So we're going to be talking about danger. So what does red flags means to you?
Now you choose topic you're asking me.
Yeah. Let's ask you first.
I'll say red flags are pointers that it's time to reevaluate your decisions. It's time to pause,
That actually makes sense. Yeah, I think red flags too is, just like you said the other time, danger. Like, what are the danger you sense in someone or something that make you be like, oh, no, I'm not going for this. This is a no-go area.
Right.
And red also in the symbol of light means stop.
Yes, exactly.
If you go, get jammed.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So we're going to be going from different aspects of red flags, which is the first one being red flags in people, red flags in business, red flags in life. So we can discuss more after all those, but let's go first.
Right.
I'll start with the business part. Business part, rather. So, if you were to book someone for something, and you want to go for them, but something made you stop, what can be the reason why you just decide to stop all of a sudden? What are the red flags you can see in a business for you to be like, nope, I'm not doing this?
First of all, I mean, the first point of contact is the communication, right? So when I talk with you, even if it's via text, I get a vibe. And that vibe can be like, oh, this is awesome, I want to work with this person. And that vibe can be, I think I'll go somewhere else, if that makes sense. Yeah. So like, I'm just going to read the vibe of your text. If you seem like genuinely like friendly, genuinely kind, genuinely knowledgeable, like you really, like I like genuine people. It's just a preference. Do you get? So if I'm going to do business with you, I like to feel into how you feel for me, basically.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, you know.
Yeah. Or the second thing?
I mean, that's the first thing and the main thing for me.
Okay.
I mean, so so we got off text. Okay, so now we talked and it was great, right? And then I get there. Do you value my time? Are you on time?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, are you wasting my time here? Do you get? Also, like, how much intention do you put into? You can tell when somebody really enjoys what they do. You can tell when it's just something that they're just doing. You can really see intention when you meet people, and it's that intention that makes me want to buy into your business. Do you understand? It's that intention that makes me want to buy into your dream and to support you. But then when I see that it's just something you kind of do anyhow, it's just like, yeah, I don't feel any need to participate. It's like, it's optional. It's like, I may not, depending on how much money I feel like wasting today. So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, when I want to patronize people also, I look at signs. But sometimes I choose to be blind. If I really want to work with a person, I choose to be like, oh, this person is very disgusting. I don't care.
It's okay.
I'm just going to work with them because I know what I'm going to get from it.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you in a way that, is there any red flags that you just be like, I don't care about this thing as long as I get this?
Oh, red flags that I can overlook?
Yeah, that you can overlook.
Well, I mean, if I don't have to spend money, I really don't care about your energy. Like, it's just, hi, this is what I'm asking you. And all of this is not my business. Do you understand? So once I'm not investing anything materially, I can ignore it. Other red flags, honestly, I don't know. Are there any that I can just kind of overlook? I have...
As long as you're not spending money.
Well, as long as I'm not spending money. But then again, too, like, energy is currency, right? So for me, lately, I just told myself that, like, the moment I will believe you the first time. Do you understand? Like, when you tell me who you are, I will just take it as data and be like, if it's a red flag, I'm just not going to go there.
I understand.
You know, I want to be happy.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to just entertain any experience that does not align with that happiness, if that makes sense.
That makes so much sense. Yeah, I understand that, and that actually makes sense. I'll believe you the first time. Yeah. Then the way you treat me now determines what will happen afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. Yeah. So I saw this thing online, which is, I don't know if it's a red flag or maybe yellow flag. So you hire someone for work. Okay, I made your dress, and then you paid me. The question now is that you now posted a picture online. There's two sides to the question I'm going to ask. Do you feel like the person that made your dress, after you paid them, you hold them tagging, like tag, oh, this person made my dress?
Oh no, I don't owe you anything.
You don't owe them anything.
Oh no, of
Why
course
is
not.
that?
I don't understand. Was it part of the agreement? Like, it's a different thing if we had an agreement where it's like, oh, hey, like, this is part of the contract, or it's an additional thing you can sign towards. Like, do you can you please? But then it's a courtesy. I don't owe anybody anything.
That makes sense. But now it's going to be like, but you know, when people go to Gucci, you go to all these expensive brands, you'll be the first person to tag them like 7 times. Dress Gucci. Why is that so for big brands and not for small brands?
I mean, the question is, why are people even doing it in the first place? It's not social currency. You're trying to look cool. And I mean, no offense at all. When you're a small business, that's what you are. You're a small business. You're growing, right? So chances are people don't know you that well, and saying, oh, I bought from this person doesn't say anything about me, which is the reason. And I'm not saying that this is what I do. I'm saying this is the reason why people will tag Gucci or tag Versace or whatever, because it's like, you know, I'm wearing this, like, look at me. Do you get? But then when it's someone that you don't really know, it's like, and then it's probably not as expensive as well, so it doesn't really say anything about your social status to people, right? That's why people post brands. They want to look good. They want to feel bigger. They want people to think that they are bigger. And if your brand doesn't make them feel like they're bigger, then they're probably not going to tag you, right?
Yeah,
I think, in my opinion.
No. Actually, it makes sense. It makes sense because it happens to me now. No. Not. I'm going to tell you. I said the question was two sides. Right. I'm going to ask the other side, but let me say this one first. When I started out, I used to, like, when I take someone's picture, we just don't. Oh, they just, even the watermark I put, they crop it out, or sometimes they take it out. I'll be like, why? So now I started working more on my brand, started doing more, started investing more. And now the kind of people that I work with now other people that don't want me to tag me or put the watermark, they now, if I now take the watermark, like, oh, you cut it out, let me just take it out. Then I'll be like, where is the logo?
Right.
I'll be like, what does that mean? Where is the logo? I thought you cut it out the first time. So why are you asking me where is the logo?
Yeah.
So that is funny to me, and it makes sense what you said now, that it's, if it add value to them, like, I am able to afford this thing, so you put the tag. But oh, this thing is too cheap, I shouldn't tag it. But why wear it in the first place? I
mean, I don't really think it's even about cheap. It's more about, like, people are not going to recognize it anyway, in a way, or whatever you think. Like you said, you know, you became more intentional about your brand. You built your brand. You got better at your craft. And people want to associate with that, right? It's just like saying, you know, whenever we go to do makeup, I've seen this conversation happen a lot of times where people say, oh, she didn't post my face. Yeah, like she's posting other people's faces, but she didn't post my face.
Yeah, I get it.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
It's the same thing. It's like, what's the value? What's the social currency I'm attaching to you? And if it's not that high, then why should I post you on my page?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or, you know, branding too. It's like, okay, this is my brand. This is what I want to be known for. So people just want to be known to wear designer brands. So when anything that is not designer on them, they don't tag it. It's just, it doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but it's just how people like to people. So
makes sense, actually. It makes sense.
It's a people thing.
Okay, now the other side that I was going to ask afterward is that an influencer bought a dress for somebody, and now you paid them, or you now this side also have two sides. Sorry, my question is always having side. So I'm going to tell all the story. Then I'm just going to discuss about it, right?
Tell me.
So now you hire me. I made the dress for you. You paid me. Then when you were posting a picture, you're tagging someone else. 1. 2, you did not pay me. I am booking you because you're a big influencer. I give you my dress to wear, so you can tag me, so I can go more, so I can grow bigger, or people can be aware of me. And now you wear the dress, you did not tag me. So now that's the 2 question.
Okay.
What do you think?
Wait, on one hand, she she paid, the influencer paid for the dress, but didn't tag you.
But tag somebody else that made the dress.
Tag somebody else as the owner of the dress?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so now I bought the dress from somebody cheaper, and now I'm tagging Gucci because Gucci have something similar.
The heck?
So you did not tag the owner, you're tagging somebody else entirely.
You know, I mean, these conversations are very, and I hate...
It's something I saw like just 2-3 days ago.
I know, but you know,
Why do people do that actually?
I don't know.
So is it better not to tag than tag somebody else? Or?
I will say, I mean, the thing is, people are going to do what they want to do. You can't, like, there's one thing you can't control, really, and it's what people are going to do.
Yeah.
And maybe if we actually, like, just be like, okay, tag me or don't, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And you hope, really, that they are going to, you know, have some integrity and do the right thing. But, like, if they don't, it's fine. People will tag you. Other people will tag you. I don't really think that, honestly, I don't think that there's a right or wrong. It's just people are going to do what they want to do anyway. So, like, what's right and what's wrong?
You can't control what people will do.
You can't control them.
That makes sense. Yeah, so enough about this business side of red flags. We talk more about, we're going to go on a quick break. So we talk more about red flags, about relationship red flags,
Okay.
and all other red flags. So we'll be back in 1 second. See you. Welcome back. We are not gone yet. We are still here. Yeah, so now I want us to go into the red flags of relationship. So, as a lady, what are the red flags that you look at in a guy? Oh, this guy is everything I want, but what is always your but?
Oh, my biggest but is emotional dysregulation. So I don't get along with men who don't know how to manage their emotions. And when I say manage, it's not that you can't show your emotions. It's that, like, you just emote, if that makes sense. People who can't, they're angry and they're angry. It is what it is, right? It's not even a man thing. It's I don't have the time for that. Communication is a big thing for me. If you can't have communication, if you can't be vulnerable, like if you literally just can't have vulnerable this is how I'm actually feeling, all this hard guy shit, I don't have the energy for that shit. Okay, yeah. And I think finally the biggest red flag for me is a man who doesn't really understand who a woman is and her role in your life. They will never value your presence in their relationship. So that is the biggest thing for me. What do you think? What do you think this is? What do you think this relationship is? Who am I to you? When you ask me what we bring to the table, I'm out of there. I have nothing to bring to the table for anybody. So yeah, those are the three things for me.
Thank you for that. Now you just load me with questions. Now I'm going to throw them back at you. Okay. So the first question, I think the way I'm going to ask this, I don't know how I'm going to ask. But let me ask. Let me just ask anyway. So the first one, what is the role of a woman in a relationship? Yeah, you see what you said. No. Okay. What you said is what I'm directing back to you. Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Women are the magic of creation. Like we are literally God's love in human form. We bring magic and abundance. Like, I don't know if you've ever met a woman who really understands her power. When she's in a relationship, she's the abundance of that relationship. She's the...
God creates women to multiply,
she's a creator, yeah? She creates children. But then she's like, just her presence there, she's magnetic. She brings the things that are supposed to come for you into that relationship. That's what she does. She attracts. A woman attracts. And she doesn't just attract men. She attracts beautiful things. She attracts dreams, blessings, children, abundance. That's her role, really. Period.
That makes sense in a way, but I'm going to twist it.
Tell me.
Now, I'm a girl. You are a girl. We like each other. I'm not a girl. I'm just using it as an example. Yeah. So, what does those two bring together? Do they bring what you... I like to twist people's head. I'm that kind of person that I'm going to twist whatever you said just to get another answer out.
Okay.
So, what happened to girls that are like girls? That is the
Okay.
question.
I think it's all about energy, right? So everybody has feminine and masculine energy. A woman embodies more feminine energy than masculine energy, which is why, you know, she needs the masculine to kind of balance that shit out, but she also needs to have her own balanced masculine. Now, in lesbian relationships, you will find that one of the partners usually has more masculine energy than the other. So it's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
still
how the
that
guy
balance.
part too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
So it's basically energy.
there's always the feminine in the relationship, and there's always the masculine. The gender does not necessarily matter. It's just there's you usually find a balance most of the time.
Okay, so now see, I like to twist stuff.
Go ahead.
Just like I am
Do
twisting
your
it now.
thing. Let's have this
So now,
conversation.
the girl has the masculine energy. The guy has the feminine energy. Who should be the head of the family? I know I'm twisting. I know what I'm twisting. I'm getting to a point. I'm getting to a point.
You're
But continue.
saying, okay, so you're saying that in a relationship where the man has more feminine energy than the woman, and that is a heterosexual relationship.
Okay, I'm going to explain in another way based on what you said. Right? You said women are like.
Oh, I see what you
creator
mean.
from
Oh, you're
God,
saying
like
that.
this.
Go
So
ahead.
now I'm twisting it to a way that, okay, we already know women have this, and now we also we talk about the energy part also, like, oh, somebody have masculine energy, somebody have feminine energy. So now that's two, right? Now the third part is that the guy is, oh, I just want to be a stay-at-home husband.
But that's not feminine energy.
Some people just don't. They don't.
Oh no, that's fine, but that
like,
doesn't.
Oh, I love doing what ladies do. Like what lady do is what I'm interested in. The girl is like, no, I can't stay at home. I can't be a stay-at-home mom. I have to work. I have to do what the husband. The role of the husband in a relationship is what I want to acquire, and the role of the what's it called is what the guy have. Like everything ladies are known for is what the guy wants to do. Everything men are known for is what the guy wants to do. So how does that? I'm twisting what you said just to get an answer out. So what do you think of that?
It won't work.
Why?
Let me tell you why. Feminine energy is not femininity. It's not, no. It's an embodiment, right? So the fact that a man prefers to, stay at home doesn't make him feminine. The fact that even if he wears dresses doesn't mean he embodies the feminine energy. And the reason why I said it will not work is a woman in her masculine is stressed as hell. She will burn out eventually. Like, you can think what you want to think, but then there's usually a balance, right? And this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, please. This is for the people in my corner who understand what I'm trying to say, okay? I have my own opinions, and, there are obviously the exceptions, and I everybody do your own thing. But the way from where I stand, a woman who is embodying more masculine energy than feminine energy tends to burn out very, very quickly, right? And the reason, let's even talk about why a lot of women are in their masculine, like while they're hustling, why they're trying, right? Because, unpopular opinion, but the masculine is not stepping up. We have to be the men in our lives and the women in our lives. But when you see a woman who is properly loved, you will see her lean into her feminine. You will see her soften. She is not trying to compete with you. No woman is out here trying to pay the bills. I'm telling you.
I understand. Yeah, I saw somebody said something similar. Actually, I saw it on somebody's story recently that I don't want to be the woman that my son will be saying, or my daughter will be saying in the future that my mom really struggled to raise us.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
be
not
the
a flex.
woman with like, like when the children are talking about her in the future, my mom is is the way I want. She was properly loved. She's properly like treated and stuff like that. So I saw that online, and it just makes sense to what you're saying. Basically, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So now that we've covered the relationship part, according to you, because it's not according to me.
Obviously, it's my opinion.
You're saying the role of woman in relationship, but you not finish it. Yeah. I don't know if you finish it or not. Like,
you
what
need
is
me
the
to
role
clarify
of the,
something for you.
Yeah. So you said role of the woman in the relationship. Like when I asked that. So now you said, when they ask you, what do you bring to the table? That don't ask me that, because I don't bring anything. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? See, listen. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what I'm about to say. is going to annoy.
A lot of people.
Might sound really annoying.
Yeah, okay.
But then a man who asks you, what do you bring to the table, does not really understand why he wants a woman in his life. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
No, I understand that. It
Do you
makes sense to me.
understand?
That's why
It does. It makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. That's what I'm
because
trying to
it's
say.
like, what do you mean? What am I bringing to the table? As a woman, like, I will bear your children, and not just that. I'm going to, like, how do I put it? I am an oracle. You don't understand. Like, each woman has an assignment here on earth. We are here to raise the vibration. Men are here to be containers. They are safety. We are queens. Men are kings. They are the men who guard us. They give us that safety to be the magic of this world, to bring children into this world, to change this world. We change this world, but we can't do it alone. We do it with the man. Now, any man who comes into a relationship not understanding what that assignment is has no right to ask any woman what she brings to the table. What do you mean? Just by bringing God into your household, like, that's a goddess, a queen. Just bringing her into your household, you've literally invited abundance into your life. Isn't that enough? You still now want me to drag Range Rover with you?
To that.
Are you serious? Like,
Okay.
serious? But you're not giving me your red flags, though.
You did not ask. I thought it's supposed to be a conversation. You're supposed to ask me that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, please
Go
tell
ahead,
me.
please. What do you want to know?
You know, you've been asking me what are your thoughts, because you're just like, oh, okay, I see you, but yeah, what are your own thoughts on red flags and relationships, and what is your thought really on people asking women what they bring to the table?
Okay, if they ask what do you bring to the table, me, I like to joke around. Like I said, I bring guns to the table. I'm just joking around. Okay, let me think deep, because I am never that kind of person that answers questions. I always like to throw the question, but I like it when they ask me questions. But
Gotcha.
nobody ever asks. So, if they ask you what do you bring to the table, I think the reason why most people ask, I think it's only online that people ask. Actually,
I think
it's
so
only
too.
online, yeah. Because people that
I
honestly,
agree with you.
it's on real life. Seriously, in real life.
You're so right. Nobody has ever asked me that question to my face.
No. I'm really like, it's what I see. It's only online that I see it.
That's so true.
Because in real life, people that actually want a relationship will do anything to make it work.
Oh, word.
Oh, like I said, might be stay at home husband. There might be go to work wife and stuff like that. There might be that. I think it's what works for each relationship that matters. It's people that are actually not in relationship and they are not ready. They're just looking for that red flags.
Exactly. Yeah, you're looking for excuses.
I'm looking for just excuse.
Exactly.
I don't want to be there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you really want to make something work, you will always find a way.
Word.
If you don't want it to work, you find excuse. That's my favorite quote, actually. Everybody that knows me knows that is my favorite quote. You want something to work, you find a way to make it work. If you don't want it to work, you find excuse. And everybody's good at giving excuses.
Oh, tell me about it.
What is the red flag? What do you bring to the table? What do you do this? I never think of it before until I was on Instagram.
I know, right?
Yeah, so Twitter or X, whatever, that is where I see all of that.
Right.
Oh, the lady, okay, they are chatting, they are just in a talking stage. Then you send her transport fare, she did not show up. You send her this, they're already showing you signs that it can't work.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to be smart.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Because you can't ask me. I already know. You already show sign if you are interested.
Yeah.
So if you're showing the sign like, oh, I can't be with a guy that can't take me to Dubai, that can't take me to Bali and stuff like that, that means you're not ready. Yeah.
Who is not ready? The
lady. She's honestly.
Ah.
I'll tell you why. I'm serious. I'll tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. Do you want to know?
I'm cracking up.
It's fine, yeah. Okay. So, if you're ready for a relationship, oh, I have this high standard. When you're ready for a relationship, you won't think of all those standards or anything. I'm telling you. You won't think of it. If you're ready, you find the right guy, somebody that you really want. All those will be like a bonus to the relationship. You want to go to this, you want to go to that, you want to do this, you want to do that. my mom suffered all her life. I don't want to suffer like she suffered. Yeah, you are definitely like, that makes sense. That makes sense, and that is something that, it makes sense. Let me just use that word, only makes sense. But the thing is that your mom that settled for what she settled for have her own reason. You that you don't want to settle for that, you have your own reason too. It's because of what you've seen, right? But if you find the right person, all those will be, it's going to be, I don't know, it's just going to be like, yeah, I just thought about it. It makes sense when I was thinking about it.
But what does the right person mean? You talk about if you find the right person, as if the right person cannot come with all the things that you want.
Yeah, the right person can come with all the things.
Exactly.
Yeah. But if you find somebody that you actually, okay, why do you think, let me ask that. Why do you think, we watch all these movies that's the popular movie they make the most. If you watch Village movie, the king is after me, but you're still cheating with the slave. Why do you think people do that?
Who gives a...
The king have position, have everything that you can afford, but the slave don't have nothing you can afford.
You think it's because he has money?
Let me tell you, there's this movie, Anikulapo. I don't know if you watch it.
I've watched it.
Okay, now, she ran away with another guy, but the king has everything she can ever want in her life. Why do you think of that? Because the king is not the right person. She's just there with...
Yeah, but it's not because of his money.
So why did you run away with the guy? Because she loved him?
Well, that was obviously a very poor idea. It was a poor choice, obviously, as things turned out. Like, see, the way I see it, let me tell you, people need to start determining what is important to them in relationships, right? And people have to stand on business when it comes to that. A lot of, like you were saying, you know, some people will say, oh, my mother went through shit, and, you know, I don't know why she settled, but like, this is what I'm not going to settle for. Listen, like, at the end of the day, the word settled is the main thing. I feel like women have been told, you see this thing you just said, I've heard it all my life. If you just find the right person, almost as if what you deserve is invalid, or what you feel like you deserve. There is a kind of life that I know that I deserve. And guess what? I will not be settling. I will settle for, because left with me, because if I'm going to be single, I'm going to have that life regardless. So why should I settle for it in my choice of a partner? The thing is, it doesn't really, whatever you think you deserve is what you will get. Okay? Now, some people will obviously marry money and not really consider all the other things that are important in relationships. That's where you start to see problems. But it's not because the person has money. You just married a shitty man, period. There are nice men who can fly you out and are genuinely kind.
But if they are not the right person for you.
Oh no, what does that, what is even the right person?
Okay, the right person, I will explain in a way. I'm married. And I like to use that as an example to many people. My mom was a Christian. She come from a Christian background. My dad come from an Islamic background. But we find a way to make it work. I saw that. I'm like, yes, I can marry a Christian. It's not a big deal. It's not this. I didn't know what they have to sacrifice. I didn't know what it actually entails. All I see is that, oh, she's a Christian, he's a Muslim, and they made it work. Now I'm married to a Christian. And now it's not as easy as I saw it. Oh, I need us to go to church as a family. I did not thought of that before I got married. I did not think of all of that. But are you with the right person? Yes. Why? Because we are still finding a way to work around it and to make it work. Right? So if you are with the right person, just that thought, you are Muslim, she's Christian. And then she's like, nope, like it's not going to work out if you are not with the right person.
Yeah.
You are always going to find a reason not to stay.
So you're defining the right person basically as someone who is willing to compromise to make the relationship work.
Exactly.
So
that is the right person.
And
but
now,
if you are not with the right person,
if you see a person
even
that
if they are
has
rich,
even if they have money, even if they are kind, even if they are caring, right?
Even if they have the best attitude.
Yeah, but if you can't work with them, then why are you there? If that person is not willing to compromise for you, why are you there?
Do you see the story of Kaka? He's a football player. Kaka.
No.
Okay. the wife said the reason she's divorcing him is because he is too perfect for her. They have kids, not just one. They've been married for years. Not their kids. I think the one I saw turned 21, whatever day ago. But what I'm going to say is that if you are with the right person, even if they don't have enough, it's going to work out.
I totally agree. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, if you're with the right person can be rich or can be poor. It's not about money. What I'm talking about is the deserving. Women, the truth is, I'm going to come into your household. I will give up my space and move in with you. Your family will become my family. I will raise your kids. I will support you, I will support you energetically. And I will support you literally, right? And all I'm saying is make my life a little easier. I don't want to be pregnant and to be trekking to the hospital. I don't want to be in labor and be looking for keke on the road. I want to give birth abroad. I want to give my children a good life. I need you to understand when moves are about me. When I think of marriage, I think about it in terms of what kind of life am I trying to create for myself? What kind of life am I trying to bring my children into? And when I think about that, I am not about to bring my children here to be struggling. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Growing together.
You can grow together. When you bring a woman into your house, she brings that blessing with her. But let me tell you, every woman is worthy of what she thinks that she deserves.
Definitely.
A woman who says, I am ready, I'm willing to struggle and grow, that's okay. Do you. A woman who says, I'm not about that life, very valid too. But
so
like where I fight is where people start to tell, sometimes they might not be the right person. Rich people, they behave some kind of way. That's why when you struggle, I'm sorry. Do you know, when I think of a man that has money, I think of a man who is not resistant to success. I see it in form, I know people look at it on the surface, I see it as energy. You don't resist money. You don't you've overcome that barrier. You don't, money to you is nothing. It's just energy. You attract it. Now that's something. You understand?
Yeah,
now
yeah.
Add that to he's emotionally intelligent. He communicates. He's safe. He can be vulnerable.
So I understand you perfectly, right? I understand you perfectly. So I will complicate it again. That's my favorite thing to do.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
So reason why I asked the question, is it better to go together or just to marry the same person that rich? The reason is that you already know who you're with. You already know what they are capable of.
Do you?
Honestly, you do. But
do you?
Oh no! I'm telling you. No, I'll explain. I always explain everything. So they say money reveal some people's attitude. That's not true. Yeah, that's not true.
Why are you invalidating the experience of half of the women in this world? What are you talking about?
I'm not. I'm explaining something else different.
Okay, well, in your reality, I'm listening. Yes.
If you go together, you struggle together. You make your first million together, first billion together. All of those. That's why they say, what is this one? Oh, I always use what I see online to explain what I'm saying. So you struggle together. It's better, in my own opinion, than who is rich and available. Because what he went through before he got all his riches, all of those is still instilled in him. We still have all of those in him. Like, oh, I passed through this. I know this person is just a good guy. This person is just this. This person is just that. He already have all those in his head. So most people that are rich and like, oh, I want to marry rich. They already have that. Like, they already know. They sense something. Sorry, I'm moving over and over. But I'll use this as an example. Reason why you see all these rich people say, oh, I'm going to the village to marry. Oh, I come abroad. Abroad is not that rich. You're not coming abroad and be like Dangote rich. You're just coming abroad to be okay. And if they are okay, they'll be like, oh, I'm going to the village to marry someone. I'm going to the village to do this. They have a reason, right?
They do.
Why? Because they've seen what the city life is all about. And even the village they're going to is not a guarantee that they'll find the best woman or stuff. But is still based on what they've seen. So if you are rich, it's just me defending my point of growing together is way better than marrying rich. So you can want everything you want. This lady, she was 18 when she married this man that was 63. He's still working for them to date. And he's already rich. He's still married. He still have multiple wives. But that is somebody's choice. Yeah, you can go for that. But if you grow together,
So wait, you want to tell me now?
that
I thank God you're a man that we have this conversation.
Oh, go ahead,
If not,
go ahead.
if you
Go
were a
ahead, go
girl,
ahead, go ahead.
they'll say we are coming for you guys.
No,
But
no.
then you're a guy. You're trying to tell me that there are men out here in this universe who have worked, who have accomplished something for themselves, who have also gone through the process of healing. They've been to therapy. They've worked on themselves. They really embody the true, like, divine masculine. You're telling me that those men don't exist?
they exist.
But
So,
what?
No, I always have both.
No, because you said they exist and you paused. So, but what?
Definitely they exist. But let me find a way to twist it.
No,
I'll find a way to twist it. I'll find a
but-
way. I always find a way to twist it. I'll find a way to
Why?
twist it.
Why are you twisting it?
Okay, I will twist it because I watch a lot of Nollywood movies.
But that's
No,
why,
no.
Why,
It's not Nollywood
but
movie that I'm going
Nollywood
to
movies
define
is not a correct. In fact,
not
it is
a
one of
correct
the
way.
most flawed interpretations of what happens in our reality.
Yeah, but they exist. And okay, you're rich, you have everything somebody wants. Now, what is lacking? Woman. You just want a woman in your life. That's the only thing you're looking for now. You've gone through heartbreaks, you've healed, you've done this. But there will still be red flags. They will always see a woman coming like, oh, I can't be with this person, even though I'm healed. I can't be with that same person that made me go through this process again. I can't go through that process again. So it's
Oh, okay. So after you struggle, they now make money. Then they now have the trauma from that struggle that they had. They now say that they cannot
even
date you
though they are
again.
healed, they will still avoid the red flag.
Oh no, of course. That's why you heal. You heal so that you
So
can
don't
dodge
go
red
back to the
flags.
same thing
What's
that
the
made
same
you the same
thing?
thing. Okay, now you are okay now. I'll use this one that's not even a red flag. You're married. Your other person is no longer alive. So that's something different than, oh, they broke her heart or they stole his money. That's something way different. So we've healed over that. Now you're finding somebody else to love. Like you've healed, right? But they will still look for red flags. What are the red flags? No, I'm telling you. I'll tell you. No, that is why I choose this red flag. It's always like, there's always a comma to it.
Yes, it's
Even
very
if you are
nuanced.
healed.
Yeah.
Even if you are
But
red.
what is healing?
Healing means you are like, I went to play ball. They eat my leg. It's now damaged.
Yeah.
Now they fix it for me. They arrange everything for me. They made everything perfect. Now I don't feel the pain anymore. So are you supposed to go to the same thing that made you break your leg every time?
Is it the women that made you break your leg?
I'm using it as an example.
Okay, so you're yeah.
This is not about woman.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
using it as an
okay,
example.
so now you've healed, and then I'm trying to understand the part where you said you can't go back to the thing that broke you.
You can go to a woman, but not, you are going to see a sign. This is
Of
the
course.
So
Now,
the sign
yeah.
of what you don't want, you
Of
won't
course,
go for it.
Of course, definitely.
That is just what I'm saying.
Oh yes, of course, and there are very few men like that. I agree. Obviously, that's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah, so
that it's
it's
not very common to meet, which is honestly a very poor statistic on you guys' end. But like I'm sure we are, as women, we are raising the vibration, so we're hoping that men will catch up eventually. But then the thing is, a man who has healed properly, right? Like you said, yes, once he sees something that he doesn't want, he will take a step back. So does a woman.
Yeah.
Isn't that what healing is for?
Yeah, so that is what I'm explaining to you. That even though he's healed and he have everything in the world, even though he's healed, he will still look out for red flags.
Yes.
And he will still, there are men, like, I have friends like that too. All their life they've been working.
Yeah.
The only thing they do, the deepest form of intimacy they have with any woman is dating, and they never been married or stuff. I have a lot of guys like that that are still like 28, 30 and stuff. I have a lot of guys like that. But what am I trying to say is that even though they have all of that, they still, no matter how achieved they are, they still look out for red flags.
But if red flags are the only things you focus on, then like, have you actually
that's
healed?
not red flags is everything. It's not just.
And let me tell you, Amanda has healed. You said the difference is mostly dating. Amanda has healed. Is not going to entertain any relationship that he has no intentions of seeing through.
Explain that again. Sorry.
So basically, the guy has money, right? You know, he's accomplished. He's single. He's healthy. He's been to therapy. He's healed, right? That kind of person knows what he's looking for, right? And he's not going to settle until he finds what he's looking for. He can tell. You can tell the quality of a woman when you're in front of her, right? So he will wait until he finds that person.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he's focusing on the red flags. It just means
he's not focusing on red flag. He's looking for someone, but he's still going to look for, like, okay, another explanation. I will always have explanations. Look at me. I used to write Nollywood movie for myself from my head.
No wonder.
So no, just for myself in my head. Yeah, so I always look for, okay. So now, even though he's searching, what kind of lady do I want? He's not looking for red flags in everybody. He's just looking for what kind of person does he want?
Yeah.
Oh, I want somebody that's chubby. I want somebody that's the tiniest woman ever. That's just what I'm looking for. Even if you find the tiniest woman ever, he's just not going to go for it like that.
You think so?
No, even if he is still going to look for the red flags.
He's still going to understand what demons he has to deal with.
Exactly.
Of course, as everybody should.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I am accomplished. I have everything I want in my life. The only thing now that I need is just the woman. Doesn't mean he's looking out for red flags. Doesn't mean he can't be like, he's not going to look for it. He's not looking at the red flags, but if he sees it, I'm healed, I'm everything. Okay, we are dating already. I have everything in life. Now I have the lady. Oh, this is my dream woman. I have come, let's be together. Now you are together. All the red flags did not say at the beginning. Now he's saying it. As a healed man that he is, somebody that's been to therapy and stuff, it's now, oh, let's heal you this way. This is what I used to do. Can you not do this? Can you do this? This makes more sense. This makes more sense. Somebody that's healed, that is what they will do. They will try to change you. Not changing you.
No, they will not.
Not changing that, changing that, oh, you have to be this way, you have to be this way.
No, they will communicate to you.
Exactly. So,
right?
because they've been through similar things. Now they are not trying to avoid not being through it again.
But that's the thing. And I think that's where we're disconnecting. Healing takes you to a process of seeing yourself and accepting your humanness. Healing is literally recognizing that you're not perfect, and that's okay. It's being okay with being not perfect. A person who has seen that and been able to accept who they are entirely, their flaws, everything about them, will not go around, all they will see around them is beauty in all its separate forms. The thing is, these things that we call red flags are just honestly expressions of our humanness. Some people will meet you and they will like that thing about you.
Definitely.
Some people will meet you and that's just not their flavor. And that's okay. So I totally understand what you're saying, right? Because you're saying that he will get into a relationship, he will see the woman, and, you know, even if you've met his bare minimum, he's still also gonna want to see, you know, like, okay, yeah, you've met the bare minimum requirements, but then what are your demons? And are they demons I can accept? Isn't that what we're all doing?
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we shouldn't make choices based on, what's the word, like stereotypes. How do I put it? Like saying, you know, like just when you said, oh, you know, but it's not better you struggle to know somebody. There's no one way. There's really no route. It's all, what do you want? What do you want to see in your life? What kind of life do you want to have? And as women, we have, the thing is, as women, we have a right to say, this is what we want. And we will go for that. Thank you very much. Do you understand? Like, it might be unrealistic to you. It might be dangerous. It might seem, you know, materialistic. But that's the experience that they want to have. Do you understand? I don't want my children to be struggling for a green passport. I don't want that, period. It's valid. And if I say, okay, I'm going to wait. And the thing is, you make it seem like women are just sitting around waiting for like a man who has healed. Women who recognize men like that have done the work on themselves. They know, they can sense that quality and they attract that person to them. Do you understand?
Yeah, that is, I see the disconnect now, and I see how like what we're saying looks like it's the same, but
It looks like it's the same, but it's kind of
it's
like
just
we're kind
like
of
disconnecting.
Yeah, it's
just another
disconnecting
way.
in different ways.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. Yes, everybody's going to look for red flags because I mean some flavor
But
of
it's not
madness.
that what they are looking for is red flag. No.
It's not that they're looking for red flags. It's just, can I, like, this person is great, but like, is this my person? Isn't that what everybody's looking for?
Yeah, my
and I
person,
don't think it should be hinged on money or anything. It's just, and what I mean by that is, the fact that a person has or doesn't have money does not determine who they are. And making a blanket statement like, when you struggle with somebody and you grow with the person, you get to know them, it's not true. Some people, like...
No, there is a but to everything.
Let me say it this way.
Continue.
Let me just say it this way, okay? Let's say, for instance, I make 6 figures, I drive a nice car, I'm very well accomplished, right? I am. And now I've worked on my life, I've worked on myself, I've healed, all of that. I'm doing my work. I'm enjoying my life. I love my life. And then I meet somebody who's maybe not doing as well as I am. Do you understand? And then I'm just like, and it's not even about as well as I am. It's just, I know how to create abundance. Do you? This is the experience I want to have. I want my boyfriend to do me parara when he wants to kneel down and propose to me. I want a man to worship I want him to understand the woman that's in front of him and worship her. That's the only kind of man I can be with, period. It might sound unrealistic.
No, it's realistic.
No, really,
realistic.
Like, it doesn't, and that's the thing, like, it shouldn't even matter. What should matter really is what your soul craves. What do you want? Do you want to be with someone? Do you want to work with somebody? I used to be that person. I was a sucker for, I want to hustle with my husband so that when we grow, we'll have all these memories. I'm sorry, I've gotten to a point in my life where that is no longer valid. It no longer aligns with who I am, because I have gotten to a place in my life where I can't just reach down. I'm sorry, I will intimidate you. So now, where do we go from there?
Now, what you said earlier, everything now makes sense now. And I will explain to you.
Tell me, please.
How does it make sense? You've seen worse in the past. That's what I'll use as an example. That's the best word I can use. You've seen... No. What you're chasing before is not valid anymore.
It's not.
Okay, I'm chasing money before. Now I see that you can't chase money for... No, that's not what you're looking for. Somebody that was chasing money all his life. And now they feel like... You're always going to be chasing money because there'll always be more money. That's one. But now what you're saying that makes sense now is that you said you work on yourself. You're making 6 figures. You do this, you do that. Like, you're accomplished on your own. It's different from somebody that not do anything for your life.
It's not different though. Different.
I'll tell you it's different.
It's not different.
I'll still tell you.
Should I tell you why it's not different?
I'll tell you first.
Tell me.
Tell
me then, I'll tell you my own.
Okay. Now, I've worked, you've worked everything, you've done everything, like, the only thing that I want now is this type of person that worship this and that about me. That is you. Now, you did not do anything to your life. You do not have any value to your life. You do not have anything going for you or stuff. But the only thing...
A woman?
Yeah, I'm using a woman, for example. It's 2 different women now.
No.
No.
Where you're getting it wrong is that you're assuming that a woman has to have something to be of value.
Okay, that is the table talk that you're saying.
No, not even about table. You know how you were like, you haven't accomplished anything, and you're just sitting, like, basically you're trying to say, okay, like, this person hasn't done anything for herself, she hasn't worked, she hasn't built her empire or whatever, she doesn't earn 6 figures, she probably earns, and she, so basically what you're saying is, like, she doesn't have, like, she shouldn't, like, when she's now saying, I want a rich guy, you're like, why?
No.
Okay.
Not that. You, like you said, you're chasing something different. A guy, you're accomplished. You're accomplished. If you come together that way, the growth, the richness you guys will create, like somebody making 6 figures, somebody making 6 figures, for you guys to make million, it's going to take a very short time, right? That's one.
Yeah.
That's one. That's going to be way easier. It's going. No. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
No, it's fine. I'm laughing for a completely different reason. But please go ahead.
Okay. So that's going to be like to make the million is going to be way faster. Now, look at it like you are carrying a bag. Okay, you have a lot of bag in your bag. Not even bag. There's this somebody at the last podcast I did. He said you're having a lot dumbbell, like 20 dumbbell in your hand. Somebody else is free. So sorry. Okay. Somebody else is free. Now both of you I know with competition. Who's going to win? Definitely the somebody that doesn't have anything. You have dumbbell, you have a lot of things holding you back. A lot of people pulling you back. And there's somebody that is free.
Who is free?
Somebody that don't have anything in their hand.
Who is that?
No, that's
Okay.
example. So you have something in your hand, somebody that don't have anything in their hand, and both of you are in a race. Who's going to win? Definitely the person that doesn't have anything pulling them back. Yeah, that's two different things, right? So now both of you are accomplished. You want to achieve 1 million. Now you both bring 6 figures to the table, 500k, that's 1 million already. That's already 1 million. Okay, somebody that's now making 100k, or let's say you are making 500k, then you now have, what's it called? You now you want to make your first million. No, not the other person is. I'm just this. I deserve this. I deserve that. That's just all they know. I just deserve this. I don't deserve it. You're not doing nothing for yourself. It's hard to attract those kind of guys that they just see you as, oh, I did not like this person for this. Okay, let me put it another way. I'll put it this way. You don't have anything going for you. I'm going to use a guy now. A guy that doesn't have anything going for himself. I don't have nothing going on for me. I don't have nothing in my life. I don't have anything. And there's a rich woman somewhere. Oh, I like this guy. Let me have him. She's going to change his life. That's one. That's because she wants it. Not even the guy now. She wants him. And she's going to make it work anyway. It's different from the guy that doesn't have anything. And now he's hustling for that kind of woman. They will see you for who you are. Oh, this one is just trying to get to this position. This one is trying to do this. This one is trying to do that. Just like the first one, talk about the business. You don't have no following. You don't have nothing. You just start. You are not aligned with my brand. And now you just want everything that comes with the goodness of the picture that, okay, I took your picture. So you want everything that person have, like you want them to do everything that they do for big brand. No, you can't get that. You have to hustle to a certain stage. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's the best way I can explain.
Okay, so you just have to hustle to a certain stage and then you can now get the results. So basically...
say that again, please.
So basically, like you're just saying, you have to hustle to a certain phase to kind of like be worthy of that.
Okay, no, it's two different things that I said. One is that if they want you for who you are, it's different from you trying to get them. Do you understand?
Okay. So, like, if you're trying to get them, but they don't want you because you don't have what they feel like, and that's okay.
So that is one. And the second is that I want you. You don't have anything. I don't care. I don't care if you have anything going for you. It's different. I want you. Yeah, you want them to. Simple as that. It's way different from I don't have anything going for me, but that is who I want.
It's not different at all.
It's different. That's the disconnect.
Let me explain. Let me just say this.
Okay.
I hate saying as a woman, but I'll say it.
No, I'm using it as I'm twisting
I'm
twisting this
I
stuff
understand
now.
what you're trying to say. I understand you completely. But now, I do not have the standards that I have because of where I'm at right now. I have the standard that I have because I had to unlearn the notion that I have to be something to be worthy of the things that I want. I had to let that go because when I realized that I am worthy, regardless of what anybody has to say, I owned that shit. I was like, I am worthy of the life that I have, of the partner that I dream to have, of everything I see in my future. I am worthy of it. It's not because I have worked. Why did I even work this hard? Because I wanted to be worthy. I was like, oh my gosh, like if I get my own money, I'll do this. And then I got my own money and I was like, wait, I was already worthy. I didn't need to go anywhere. I didn't need to come this far. I came this far. It's nice because I just like a certain quality of life. It is what it is, you know? But then even when I was younger, I was still worthy then when I didn't have anything. The thing is, let's see, if you like something or someone, and they don't like you, that's okay. It doesn't mean that everybody in that demographic doesn't like you. It's even better, because if I like a man who has money and the guy I'm talking to who has money is like, I don't have anything to bring to the table, then he can get just move away so that I can see road. Because when you understand, like I said, when you understand your value as a woman, you realize that there is nothing, honestly, nothing that stops you from going for everything that you want, because you are valuable already, period.
That makes complete sense.
As a woman, just because you came as a woman with your boobs and your, like, literally, I'm telling you, you don't understand the power that we carry with us. So, and just for that power, just for the things that we have to go through, literally, we risk our lives to have kids. Like, it is like even creating children, that 9 months period, that everything, what we have to do to get this universe to grow and to evolve and to move, priceless. So you're telling someone who is capable of such miracles that she has to add something to herself to be attractive to the man who can take care of her.
Okay.
Why?
So I understand you, and it makes complete sense what you said.
Does it?
No.
Does it make complete sense to you?
It makes
sense to me.
No, I will. You see me again. I always say something. Yeah, we are over an hour already.
Oh my! Are we? Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we are
oh my gosh! All right.
Yeah. So
all right.
No, don't worry. But I'm going to say this one final one. It's 1 hour 3 minutes. So
33.
3.
Okay.
It's almost 3. A guy again. You want this woman. This woman don't want you.
Yeah, as
why? Because you don't have what she wants.
Valid.
Or you're not even in you're not in a like lifestyle what you choose, like what I want for my life. You're not even anything like it at all. That is one. It's different from when that rich woman wants you and you want her too. You see, two things coming together, good.
I agree with you.
And the person, you want something, you want a lifestyle. Nobody say you can have it. You can work your way out and have it. You can have it anyway, right? It's different. That is why I'm saying, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. You are the only one that is not getting what I'm saying, which is why I'm trying to explain again and again. Of which one thing I'm saying, you can definitely get whatever you want in life. You can get anything you want in life. I didn't have not even half. I did not have one of everything I have now myself. But how do I get it? Because I strive to get it. That is different. The life wants me to, and people want me to take their pictures. They want that. So because they want that, I do more to like I do more and more. That's one thing that I do. But what I'm explaining is that I want a lifestyle. I can definitely get that lifestyle. I can travel wherever I want to go. That is a different thing. But what is different is you can't always get that particular thing. You can always get something that is similar. You can. No. You're laughing. That is one thing. That's why you're still not getting what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Your listening is different from your getting it.
No, yeah, I'm trying to understand you.
Let me now explain. Let me break it down the best way I can break it down. Which woman again? Which woman? I don't even know who I can use. Which woman?
Broke man.
Which woman?
They want each other.
Broke one.
They want each other.
So if the broke man want the rich woman.
Yeah, and the rich man wants a broke man.
So that is one, right? But if the rich man, the man broke wants the broke woman. But the broke woman and the rich woman want the rich woman rather, and the rich woman doesn't want the broke woman.
There's nothing.
To get it, it's not going. Like I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Unless you have some pattern value, right? That's one. Not even the value part, but you can definitely get her if you have what she wants. That is another thing entirely. But you have to, if you have a value, like that value of what they want, they can definitely like look at your side. Some people are not going to look at your side at all.
Yeah. Well, but, for sure. That's
they
of
won't
course.
At all. But why won't they look at? Because you are not even in that place. They can look at.
Yeah.
That is
very valid.
That is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. But that's
yes,
what I'm
it
saying.
does, and I totally agree with you. You're correct. Yes, and I guess what I'm saying is like, well, I agree with you. I really do, and I'm saying that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's okay.
That is all I'm saying.
So like, because I guess where I'm trying to counter you is not, it's not necessarily that I'm trying to change your mind. What I'm trying to say is that's okay, but that's one person. Don't, like, no woman should say, oh, because this one person didn't like me for this reason, then I am unworthy of this thing that I want, which is where I was coming from. I totally agree with you. If the person, if one person says no, that's why I was like, it's okay. Like, just shift so that you can keep going towards your goal. You know,
So I'm glad we come to
exactly. Yeah, that's why I can say it. Just like, just go towards your goal. You are worthy of that thing. Like, one person saying to you that I don't think you are worthy of my presence because you do not have this, that. And that's perfect. It doesn't mean that, like, everybody's going to think that about you. And it doesn't even mean that it is real, regardless of what everybody thinks about you. What is real, honestly, is what you know in your heart that you deserve. And it's fine.
See? That's it. That's called miscommunication. And that's where miscommunication comes in. And that's me. I have to explain. Because if I don't explain, and me, my English
spent it all on relationships.
So now that will be the end. Now we can't go to the next thing. I'm glad you covered the business part first.
I know, right?
And that was like 10
fun.
minutes. This is more fun.
It was
It's going to be more about debates, and I'm going to look for a topic. So so thank you so much for coming in, and I won't be asking you what next. I won't be asking you what next.
So, you know you should.
Yeah. I should?
No,
I won't, because it's already, So thank you, and thank you so much for coming. I hope we get to do this another time.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Peace out.
Cheers.